Okie dokie. Although, I think I did want to start with Steam had its recap, and I was kind of curious. I think I did look at this on my phone, but 38 games. That seems like a lot. 31 demos. So, okay, lots and lots of demos. That would make sense. Oh, the Steam not summer sale, but the Steam Next Fest. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, and a quarter, almost a third of my gaming time was Borderlands 4, which makes sense. Yeah, okay, my streak, I don't play games frequently, but I play a lot of games occasionally. And apparently on a lot of new stuff. This is all thrown off a little bit because of Borderlands 4, though, is the thing. Now, do they have a stealth Souls-like card game? Again, this is thrown off because of the things like Dishonored. What, Souls-like? What Souls-like is in there between... Oh, Elden Ring. Oh, wait a second. Herder. And then Replicat. Replicat is throwing that off there, too. Yeah, okay, the end of the year. A ton of Borderlands 4. And I still want to finish it. I'm surprised I got a good amount of Night Rain. Because I felt like I played it for a couple hours and never touched it again. Oh, I actually did get some Dishonored in the middle of the year, because I thought this was more like a beginning of the year thing. Also, hello. I am back from family time for the most part. My sister's still here, but I'm back. Yeah, birthdays were kind of meh because I was at work. And I've just been doing long work days recently, but that should end tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm going to take off early. Yeah, Friday is going to be lots of dev, hopefully. Because I will, A, not be commuting, and be taking off early because of the long days I just did, so. Yeah, okay, and then Replicate at the end of the year. And Grunt at the beginning of the year. Oh, it just does percentages. Okay, it doesn't do, like, actual hours spent. Because I'm like, I don't think the hours spent is really all that long. But... Marvel Rivals was the beginning of the year here? Interesting. Oh, and then it's not gonna have, like... Because they do have a little bit in, that one game. Witchfire. But that was on Epic, so it's not gonna have that. Wario was my birthday last year, right? Not this year, I didn't think. Unless I'm wrong about that. Oh, and I finished Tunic this year too, didn't I? It's been a long year, hasn't it? Yeah, 7%. I did one long session, one day. Yeah, okay. It's clearly like I do a lot of games infrequently. And Inkshade is even out now, too. Yeah, okay, just all sorts of Replica. I did 6 days of Torso Tennis. Well, during this time, you played 3 different games. Okay, no, that was just... I played a lot of games, not that I... Yeah, okay, then this is showing me everything that I played. Yeah, I like some UFO 50. I miss UFO 50. I do want to get back to it at some point. Yeah, and this I think I just booted up just to see what it looks like on Steam. Yeah, okay, Steam Next Fest. I think, for all these demos. Yeah, Royal Rid, Roach Post. There's some fun demos, though. That was a good fun time. Yeah, those bits of getting over it. Oh, and that one day of playing fighting games and then play Dragon Ball Fighters, right? No, because it said Capcom Fighting Collection was back here. But then in September I booted up Dragon Ball Fighters? Why was I doing that? Oh yeah, and that was at the end of the month here. And now just a little bit in December, even though December is halfway over. Okay, I can look at the rest of that later. And then ads are gonna happen here in a second anyway. Well, no, they're gonna happen eventually, despite the fact that it's said for a while now that ads are happening. Because I think I will go grab the restroom. Not that I really need it, but might as well since ads are happening. Or was that ads happened? Did I miss ads happening? I think I missed ads happening. Whoops. Okay. No, gee whiz, that took a while for that to start. Okay, I will be back. Let's press the button. He's so nice, and he's great, and he's real, I promise. Oh boy, was it right? And he's great, and he's real, I promise. I try to keep up. Stumble the distance and you pull me up. He's great and he's real, I promise. I did have the thought of tying the. Oh, you did get it to show up. I did have the thought of tying it to points to try to curb the rampant spam of extend, but that requires me to actually work on it and do something with it. Okay, I know there was one, yeah, this minor thing here. You're supposed to be up in this corner. I don't know why in the heck you got placed like you did. Okay, let's place you again. Really? So that was accurate. Just do 500. And then do just 1,000. Okay, it's probably in a little bit, but that's okay. So, see, I wasn't trying to stop you though. I was just gonna try to slow you down. That's really all it is. I know Pagorli probably has a good amount of points too and would be able to add to it as well. But just throwing some roadblocks in the way, I think. Let's see, could I throw things on the track there too? Okay. I need to work on this and get this done. So, no, I need to fix the scoring. The scoring is broken. It is not scoring, despite the fact that I want it to be, and I thought I added it. Because I'm not going to mess with the runestones right now. Like I said, I do have Friday to fix this. For sure, but I want to spend today and tomorrow fixing this as much as I can. So, oh, one thing to add to the tutorial, which somebody was nice enough to play the game and give me some feedback, and I realized a nice way to say this in the tutorial was that that's not the button. You? No. Yes? No. One of y'all has the... There we go. This. Yeah, could slow it down by adding a cooldown on a... by adding a cooldown or a per-person cooldown. I think I do need to do that at some point. Yeah, and I think it'd be kind of fun to figure out how to try to tie it to points via the stream avatars at some point, but not super necessary. And then what it really was here, because somebody was trying to score unordered pairs, as in it scored like a 3, and then like a 6 and a 4, and then another 3, and then expecting that to score 50, and I was like, it's consecutive. That I missed the word consecutive. It doesn't look right. Consecutive. No, that's right. I got it. Okay. I gotta have more faith in myself. It's never gonna happen. Every time I actually do, it'll work out if I don't have faith in myself, but if I do, then I screw myself over. Okay. There we go, rolling over a consecutive pair of numbers. Okay, maybe we caps lock this actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now that's a little better there. Not a lot better, but a little better. Okay, so those are some minor things that I noticed when I was messing with the game, and now the scoring is done goofed, as in it's just not scoring, despite the fact that it should be, because in the score manager, I am adding sequence detectors to detect sequences. I started adding a debug, yeah, here, because this was just not doing anything. Yeah, because ideally the 3 things I want to add is, I guess 2 things. I just want to add, well, and I do need to add color scoring, of which I started adding color scoring, right? I think I should kind of be working. Okay, I just need to get scoring itself working first. So that clearly scored 2 6s. Sequences to check is 2, active sequences is 0. That was the thing that was confusing me and concerning me, is because active sequences, when it says score number, active sequences.count. Check for codes, of which there are no codes. Well, no. There should be a code, right? Yeah, it should add a code here. Or it should add a sequence to check. score manager, which does exist. Right here. Score manager. Sequence count. Is that the active sequences? What is the sequence count? Sequence count plus plus. It's a visible thing of which... Oh, when it adds a sequence, of which I'm telling it, hey, add a sequence here? Is that the only spot that I'm adding a sequence? Wait, excuse me. Sequence detector add sequence of which that... So let's do that. So then I can see, let's add a code. I do have add code. So, which is not adding to the sequences, but I guess sequence count and then code count. I think I'm really just doing this to say, here's the, but this is not the stuff that's actually in the sequence thing. Because clearly the sequence detector, you were not adding a sequence. At least you sure didn't look like you're... Oh, yeah. Sequence detector adds sequence. Now you... If the sequence.length is greater than the max sequence length, yeah, max sequence length of which it should be 0. Then it should do sequence.length and then sequences to check. Add that. So the max sequence length, that doesn't matter. It's going to add it to the list of sequences no matter what anyway. So then when it gets to sequences to check, it should be checking a list of sequences. Sequences to check. So, what do you fluffing mean, you dumb? Okay, we're gonna reset it again because I'm always afraid that it's not actually doing the update of the code. Because I've seen it not do the update of the code before. Let's see, what was I doing for the past few days? Or what was the last stream I did? It wasn't Friday, because Friday... Was it Thursday? Actually, wait, when was the last time I exported a stream? I'm like, did I miss any streams in my archive? Watching the Game Awards. That's what it was. Thursday, watching the Game Awards, and that was it. Oh, and I need to update the thumbnails on those, but okay. But since the Game Awards, on Friday, I did my holiday party for work, which was kind of fun. Okay, so it should be... Should hit 3 buttons. It should say sequences to check, which is here. Oh, it is. Okay, so it does sequences to check. And then active sequences. Okay, wait, yeah, wait, continue sequence. Okay, who's, what, where? This debug is saying the active sequences. Because this is adding the score, like when it scores it and says, okay, that actually. So continue sequence. but it's just the last one should be actually adding to this. But it's not seemingly adding to this. But this is saying that there is 2 sequences, so it is looking there, but then this is saying that the current sequence length. Okay, this is a just debug it. Just debug it. Don't slap the debug logs everywhere. That's not helping anything. Okay, the debug log there, and the debug log over here, I believe. So then I'm just gonna fill in my code with a bunch of debug logs that I'm gonna say, oh, I might use that in the future. No, you're not gonna use it in the future. You know this. You know yourself. Kind of. The problem between knowing myself and then doing the thing that I know. Because that's the thing, I can actively say, don't eat a snack. Do not eat a snack, you don't need a snack. While I am actively going in the fridge and getting a snack. Okay. It is not attached to Unity. So the sequence detector should be attached to Unity. I think I've been eating too much. Then again, it has been hanging out with family for the past few days. Oh, so the holiday party at work was actually kind of fun. I tried eating meat again for the first time in forever because of that whole vitamin D deficiency thing. And it was okay. It was what I remembered, and it was not bad, but it was not great. I mean, it was sort of partially like buffet style meat, so like it was a somewhat dry like roast beef kind of thing, and I'm not even a fan of beef much, so that definitely wasn't good. But like the chicken wasn't bad. The steak was really chewy. It just reminded me that I'm not a meat guy. But my diet has clearly been screwed. If my vitamin D is so low and I'm like generating kidney stones at a pretty solid rate here, something about my diet is pretty screwed. Now, I did identify that veggie sausage I've been eating is heckin' salty. And I was like, okay, no, I was gonna say, what do you shouldn't be on a debug. But yeah, hung out with my coworkers for a little while, did a little bit of dancing, as in like did line dancing, because that tends to be the dance that I do, is just line dancing. I don't want to figure out other, well, not that I don't want to figure out, it's just that a lot of the other dances I know are just ballroom, in which you need another person who knows the dance, and I don't know any other people. And I especially don't know anybody who dances, or ballroom dances, rather. Yeah, speaking of dancing, I went dancing with my parents on Saturday, I think. So yeah, the next day, went over to the dance place and tried doing some East Coast swing, of which I realized I don't like that dance. It wasn't just the fact that I didn't know the dance, but also the fact that I'm not a fan of East Coast swing. Oh man, that's a real juicy one. Yeah, and then if I did like you score rainbows, and then you do score a rainbow of 2s. Okay, but it should, yeah, pause when it hits the button. So then the active sequences, when you check for the codes, it should have a code in it. Sequences to check, which is the 2 sequences based on the score manager passing in a pair and a palindrome. So the sequence pair value being the I don't remember exactly what you're supposed to be, but the equals. Okay, yeah, so that's checking to see if there's pairs, and then And then if the sequence length is 1, which is greater than the current sequence length of nothing, something like that. Okay, but it's the first button. It shouldn't matter anyway. Okay, well, whatever. We hit continue. Are you to the next button yet, or no? Yeah, no, I gathered. What button are you at? You're at the next button, or you're headed to the next button? Okay, you seem to be heading to the next button. Or at the next button. Okay, so now you're at that button. So you're trying to score that button. So sequences to check is 2 because there is the equals and the palindromes. So now we're checking the equals most likely. So the sequence list has the equals, which is checking. So for each sequence, the equals in the sequence list. So now it's checking the equals. If the sequence length is greater than the current sequence length. So XX. XX, what did I... Oh, is this the color thing I tried adding? No. Why are you just scoring X's? Okay, wait, maybe I let it go. No. It was a 2 and then a 2, right? Yeah, it was a 2 and then a 2. Why have you broken like this? I wasn't messing with the score manager. Did you? There we go. Not when I look at my face. Okay, why are you like this? So what it's saying is the difference between the two numbers is not 1, it's not -1. You did know what the last number was. It's a 2. And then the number, which is getting passed in based on, yeah, continue sequence, the number. What? Oh, because it's not in this? Last numbers is a count of 3, 2. That seems extremely off. And that's also not... What? It's an integer. That's... Huh? Because it's not a decimal point. But that's not what's reflected in the score. The score just says it's 4. Not 2... Huh? Last number is 2. Okay, what if I just hit... Because it's saying the difference between those two numbers is just X. Because one of those numbers was scoring completely wrong? I don't want to deal with Unity integer... So you're telling me this is a... Where's the flipping debug? There we go. You're telling me this is a Unity integer float kind of issue then. Okay, so if I just hit continue a couple times... What is the current sequence length now? Okay, because you're hitting this a couple times over? Also, why are you hitting this a couple times over? Because you are... For each sequence in the sequence detector. Yeah, okay, so you're comparing the current... The sequence being equals. Oh, that should be... Okay, it's a little weird and confusing, but okay. Why is this sequence still equals? I'm sitting here hitting continue a bunch. Okay, that seemed like it paused again, as in it's hitting a new thing. No. What? Why are you like this? What are you scoring? You scored a bunch of 2s. Oh, this is the current sequence. It's just saying those 2 things are not related. Okay, what is your last number stuff? Last numbers. What are you fluffing doing? But that's not being reflected here. Why did you start doing this now anyway? Yeah, so it says the score is 10. Okay, well, I can just get rid of that. The issue is the sequence detector's last numbers, when it puts a number into here, that integer, that's not bit shifting it. I was like, okay, that would be an issue. Why the fluffin' heck is the number insane? Okay, is it passing in an insane number, or is the number... This is concerning, because I don't entirely know how to fix this. Is this an N32 thing? Is this... I make all of the numbers a lot bigger? Let's just score those 1s. But let's call this every time there's a new number. So score the number. I didn't attach it to Unity. That would help. Okay, so sequence detector. We attach you to Unity. Oh, so I was going on about what I did this weekend. So after the holiday party, and then Saturday, I hung out with my parents and we wandered around downtown, which was fun. Lots of antique stores. Lots of antiquing, in which my mom got a plate. Yeah, the number is 1. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Okay, I don't need that anymore. We're just checking the numbers. The number is negative insanity, despite the fact that it should be 1, and despite the fact that that is reflected in okay, so then we hit continue. The number is 1. Then the number is negative insanity. Ooh, okay, you're doing it twice. Why are you doing it twice, and what is that second insanity there? Sequence score number, button.get number, the colors. Oh, that's what I did. I broke it using the colors. Okay, that's me. It's my bad. That's okay. The hash code on it. The hash thing. Okay, gosh. No, I knew the colors might have been a problem, and then I just didn't realize what I was doing with the colors. Okay, go ram it. Okay, so now if I do 2 in a row, yeah, that's 50. Yep. Okay. Yep, that was on me. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, exactly. Why were the color numbers insane? Hash code. maybe not the number I want for a color. And also they're going to get reflected in here or no? This is just doing continue sequence, yeah, and that's why I was trying to... Okay, is there a different number I can use for the color? Do I not have a limited color palette? I mean, right now I do. And I probably will continue to have a limited color palette, meaning I could probably just score a enum of colors. To hex string? Wait, what did I just have? Oh, hash code. Oh, wait, did I want hex string? Will hex string work? Okay, maybe we continue to attach this to... Okay, was hex string what I was trying to score? That's a string. You are scoring numbers. Can I do score string? Because I did want to pass in characters. Can I add that easily? Knowing me, not easily, no, but can I add it? Maybe. Let's see, so continue sequence number. I think I'm gonna tackle that. Of all the things to be doing right now, adding an ability to score strings is really not the right idea. It's not gonna take that long, right? 5-minute coding adventure in and out. I'm not timing it. I'm not timing it. Because it's not gonna be a 5-minute coding adventure, but... otherwise, red times that number and G times 256, and then plus B. Which I'm assuming is 256 times 256 for that number. But that's, I think the hex code will let me to hex string. It shouldn't really take me that long to compare strings, right? Because I'm using the same method, it's just using strings. Instead of... Okay, maybe it will take me a while. I cannot... anything. Character? No, string... But if I do char, that's so sting? Stir. Well, no, stir I think is also a thing in... I guess it's not. Okay. So now we do same sort of thing, which is really telling me I should just do the active sequences. Score number, score string, and then here I can do score sequence as a not public thing. Okay. Void score sequence. Or to make it more understandable what the numbers mean. One, or yeah, red bit shifted, green bit shifted, and then blue. Yeah. Which it does work if I wanted to do it quickly. But the thing is, I don't think it's going to take me that long to make it a bit more robust. These are famous last words, but many a developer has said this. That does not mean it's going to stop. Okay, so now you're going to be stir. We're going to just pass in the string to the sequence detector. So then the sequence detector. This is continue, I believe. Continue sequence. But we throw in a stir. In this case, a string. But red bit shifted, green bit shifted, blue should also work. So here, just for the sake of completeness. Oh yeah, so you're saying just throw that in entirely. Well, I will lean on that once this inevitably fails. I would have some faith in myself, but every time I have faith in myself, it doesn't turn out. Okay, so we're gonna just very much copy the same thing, but with strings. Now, should I be doing it with characters instead? No, because it's immediately what I'm trying to do here is the color as a string. But this will also let me score letters if I wanted to score letters as well. Which, do I want to? At some point, maybe, but am I gonna do it anytime soon? Also maybe. Because, like, I don't want to do X. And, like, I guess X would be a, unknown variable. But, so it wouldn't really be X. That would just be an unknown number. I don't know. Maybe there is a world in which you say all of the X's. You score a bunch of X's, and then at the end, determine what the X is. So. Okay, it's a new list of strings. Yeah, okay, these are going to look very similar, and then the question is, how much of these can I actually just make a method that they both use? That's really the question. Also, screw you ads, I'm pushing through. I want to... yeah, it's going to be 3 days. As much as I was doing long days at work, I'm also going to be doing long days not at work. Because I also have a deadline for my own personal projects because of the Dig Dug Dig Fest that I will be a part of which I should put on social media. Maybe I should work on that before I end today. Okay, so I don't really want to think very hard, so I'm not going to. There's not really going to be a palindrome for letters. Wait. There's whatever the number of the letter is. It's not a hex code, right? Oops. What is the... This is last strings. Last strings. I gave you my heart. No. Stop right there, criminal scum. Last string. I was gonna say, did you exist? You did. Okay. So last string. The very next text, you gave it away. You're supposed to be in ads. You're supposed to be in ads, not hearing me say this. How dare you? Be gone with you. Wait, no, come back. This is the code that she wrote. Okay, yeah, and then as I listen to the Bible, get a guide on exactly how God wants to be prayed to, then I just apply it to myself instead. You will have no other gods before me. I don't know if I would want to be a god that sounds, that had skipped you today, okay. Sounds like it would be exhausting being God, or being a god. But that's, maybe it's because I'm trying to be a nice person. If I think about people as something I want to continue to interact with. Now, if I just said, oh, people bad, we're gonna just flood the earth, then maybe it doesn't matter as much. Okay, wait, actually. No, okay, so int number, int word, I guess. How about that? How about them apples? Okay, now let's try to make it match this. So word, and you are supposed to be... Okay, the difference thing is not gonna matter. It's really just here. So instead of int difference, it's just a matter of if the... Yeah, so it's not a math thing. It's if the word is... So yeah, word is equal to... And then I never is... What's better? What's faster? What do you want to actually be using? Is it equals? Do you want to be using equals, or do you want to be using the other one? Wait, this doesn't do string comparison, right? There's two different ways to do string comparison, and I always tend to lean on equals, but I don't know if that's actually better or not. And I ask this question every time, and then I never look at the answer. I think they're the same, okay. Gnome and God does not Gnod combine well. Does Gnot combine well? Who knows? I guess God does. Who is now me, so maybe I know. I think it'll turn out completely fine. But that's the question, is would I want to be worshipped? And then it always comes back to like, well, that sounds like a lot of maintenance. I don't really want to... I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to have power. That's what it is. I'm last string. It's literally just right here. Just compare those. And then I can just say they're equal. Oh, I do tend to miss the giant text blocks. You gotta quack at me, I guess. And I made great progress on the climbing game world. Wait, no, I actually made no progress on the climbing game world at all, but I did continue the Unreal Engine course again. Well, congrats on the non-progress and the Unreal course. Sounds like a lot of... Oh, wait, maybe good work? Yeah, no, it is interesting that I kind of miss the big blocks of text. But yeah, feel free to quack at me. That does seem to be effective. I need to up the volume on it, though, because that is also easy to miss when I'm listening to music. There's no way I can... I guess, yeah, I just need to go into the... Again, I just need to update that application, dadgummit. Okay, then the current sequence, and then there. So, does that let me do words? Oh, I don't need you. Okay, so now, current sequence with string, and then score string, I'm not doing. So score string, we should be where the score number is. Yeah, so instead of score number, you should be score string. Yeah, okay, I knew the color thing could have been a problem, and then I just didn't look at it first. That's the funny thing. I knew I might have added an issue, and then I didn't look at that as the first thing that could have been causing the issue. Okay. 100. That's a 2. Ooh. who's singing this? Who is this? Also, are they adding to their own? I don't actually know what this is. Okay, I think I've just listened to this artist a bit. So, score string, are you also going into the same sequence? Continue sequence, continue sequence. Yes, you're both going into the same current sequence. You should be adding an equal though, right? They should both be adding. No. No, it's doing its own separate string to then say current sequence is equal to that. Okay, this is sequence. And then this is the current sequence. Sequence. Wait, are they all sequences? Oh, it's all sequences. Okay, so this should be the current number sequence. And then the current string sequence. And then that'll separate them entirely. Oh boy. And then the actually, I'm assuming I have to be highlighting over this, and then F2. Rename. Oh, you might be going off of whatchamacallit, because this is saying Control R or Control R. Why? Oh, no, it's saying Control R. Okay, wait, go away? There, okay, so now if I do this, and do, aha, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's F2, so if I do this, and then I do F2, my heckin' clickety-clackety keyboard, pretty sure you can hear that it does not appear to be working. Standard rename hotkey in Windows, Unreal, and many more programs. I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing much for me, because I'm assuming it should be popping up like this, which I'm doing Control RR for that. But that was the question: is do I actually want to do that or no? Because there was also this here for active sequences, so... Yeah, okay, do see that it's not working, just surprise. Well, yeah, if you're saying that it's in Windows, Unreal, and many more places, then yeah, that is kind of surprising that Visual Studio, a Microsoft thing, does not. Oh, and then again, here I am getting debug logs in places that are everywhere, and then anytime I do anything, it's going. Okay, so away with ye. I do not need more debugs. Okay, that's input manager. Okay, that's not related to my stuff. Okay. So then the current sequence. Did I want it to be? So yeah, I will just, okay, so let's actually do that then. So the current number sequence. Now the question is, can I make it so that there's different sequences scoring at the same time? And then make that... I mean, obviously I can if I make multiple different kinds of sequences, but this is not gonna let me do this, is it? Because at least I doubt it. It's because I want them to both be the same thing. But, yeah, okay. It is confused and unhappy. That makes sense. Yes, okay. So then you... Okay, what did I do after... Saturday? Because I actually kind of explained Saturday. It was just hanging around downtown and then dancing. And then Sunday we did... What did we do on Sunday? Oh, we did a movie. We did board games for a while, which was fun. Because I got to play some board games that I hadn't played much. Or rather, I got to try some new board games that I hadn't tried before, and then we went and saw Predator Badlands, which the new Predator movies actually are pretty good and a lot of fun. You know, it's not like high art, but they're solid movies. And it means that there's only 2 Predator movies that I haven't seen that are both the, like, remake things that are apparently awful. But that really makes me want to watch them, especially because I've watched all of the Alien movies as well. The only problem now is Alien Earth came out, and No, you did! This is why I don't rename things. This is why I don't rename things, because then you get stuff like this, where it did you. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna just do the same thing here. If it is that, then it's gonna be active. Wait, this is just checking if it's active. Wait. This is actually, wait. Actually, wait. This is just saying if the sequence is active based on the list of active sequences, which is adding this to... Oh, I am calling that. Okay, wait, so... How are you working? Sequences to check. Is this actually getting the... both of these to... add sequence. Oh! So that means I need to add a color sequence check. So... this was a bit too much to bite off. This was more than I could chew. Yeah, this was one of those things of like, oh, I want to score strings at some point, and then that point happened to be like shortly thereafter instead of a while. But oh, it has been an hour. No wonder my legs are hurting. Okay. Okay, after having added a number, you can get a list of currently active sequences. So, how am I planning on doing string sequences? Codes I can understand with sequences? Oh. Well, it's just a... The only sequence that I'm planning on checking is pairs. Is really what it is. It's just if it's yellow and yellow and yellow and yellow. But otherwise it is a code then of rainbow being red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So I guess it's really not needing to be sequence. Yeah, no, it's I guess that is a sequence because it's not. Yeah, because it's not a specific code. But yeah, the sequence is just checking to see if it's the same color or the same letter. So you could score a reckless disregard for gravity. The fluffing heck was I doing? I was getting afraid of this. That's what it was. So this is active sequences. The sequence list, which is the one that it's adding here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, because it is just literally checking if they're the same, and then that's it. Okay, but then how are you? Score number, score string. No, it's just a matter of when you're checking the sequences is the issue. There's the active sequences thing. Ooh, sequences to check. Yeah, okay, the thing was, when I do this, is it adding it to the sequences to check? Because this is looking at sequences to check. Okay, how is this working again? When you add a sequence via this, it adds to the sequences to check. And then the sequences to check is I don't really want to do another separate thing for strings though, right? Or do I? Let's see, so well, the problem is when I do add and I say I want to look for a sequence and a name. Sequences to check and then sequences to check. The sequence list is the sequence pair from sequences to check. And then this is just checking here in number sequences. But then when and where do I want to check these string sequences as well? If I just do it after the fact, that'll add it to the sequences as well. But then how do I determine whether it is checking for a string or a number? Because then it seems like I'm trying to add a different thing. Yeah, okay, because this was all taking in the assumption that this was going to be numbers that it was checking. Well, shoot. It feels like I can just add a little bit to this, and that should do it, but it also feels like I need to redo it all to do it. Well, no, wait. I'm just looking for... Yeah. Because this is just looking to see... The only sequence you can score is a pair, but that is... Okay, wait, where is the... So where was I scoring the sequences? Because then it should be add code. Should also be... Oh, and then that's where you could pass in colors. So like a little, okay, wait, continue sequence, which has the number version and has a string version. Add code should also have a code of strings as well. Codes. Just looking for a list of number codes. So you can also be num codes. And then we do another one for string codes. And that is string and string. Okay, then that breaks this stuff. So then you are num codes. Like I said, do I know that I can do Control RR to replace names? Yes. I'm specifically going out of my way to do this so that I... Okay. So now check for codes. It should be, because that's what I was thinking with the active sequences here, is that like this, like it really doesn't matter as long as it's just active, I think. Well, I guess you'll have to reset to false again, but I don't know. This seems like there's something off about doing this. And there probably is. But we'll see how it explodes things after the fact. Again, like I said, should I be rewriting the entire scoring system a couple days from doing a demo? No. Am I? Clearly. So this is checking both numbers and strings. And then the same thing here. I did two different codes things now, right? Yeah, num codes and string codes. So this is specifically num codes. And then here. Same thing, loop through, in this case, the string codes. Did I have a string version? No. I do need to do a string version as well. Oh, because it's doing like a bit shift thing here. Okay, so then this should be check. Yeah, because you're gonna pass in the same value no matter what, though, right? No, you're passing in a list of int codes. So this is check num code. So your check num code. And then check stir code. You're gonna be a stir. Ing, a string. Okay, last strings. Because at last strings. Wait. This should be the same, just straight up that same thing, right? Strings. It's just using last strings, of which then that means I could just pass in last strings is the thing, then, right? No, because that is a string code. Okay, let's just see how this explodes. That is, again, junior coding. I'm like to think I'm intermediate, but I doubt that. It's because I don't do a lot of actual coded work. I just test what other people have done. Because I have proven myself to be incapable of anything but. Because I don't care. Okay, let's just see how this explodes. So let's just do 4 into 4. So yeah, does not score, and then if I do a color into a color, so red into a red, that's 8 plus 3, 11, 12, 17. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's just because I wanted to get colors to score at the same time. Which I guess I could have gone back to whatever my, because I still have that, right? Yeah, I do. For color sequence. But that uses my awkward enum thing. Okay, so now let's do this. So we attach it to Unity. Hopefully that's attached. And then we see how it explode. When I try to score, doesn't really matter. I guess we do purple into purple. You didn't attach. What? Score string. Okay, well, yeah, that's 0 for that. Score number. Score string. Score what? What the heck did I do here? This is the score manager. I removed all of this stuff. Score string. Score string. Why did I separate these like this? Oh, it's not supposed to be score string. You're supposed to be score sequence. And then you're supposed to be for all the active sequences. Wait. Which is gonna be which is gonna have both of them. So score string, score number, and then score sequence. Or score sequences, rather. Okay, so I did actually just scrape off the point system. Okay, so wherever you are getting called, there we go. So now after you do that, score manager is supposed to score the sequences. Public. Oh, because I was gonna have this. Wait. Score sequences. Based on, I guess, yeah, based on whatever is active. And then here, based on whatever is active. But that has both of them. Okay. That's the problem, is that it's not just... Yeah, okay, because they're both in here. Whatever. Okay, so now... You... No, not you. You... There we go. Now score sequence. Sort of sequences, rather. Okay. So now, what does that do? Because ideally, if you score color and number, it should score like a 100. Okay, so this, what does this do? Okay, I actually don't need that right now. Just want to see what happens. Scored 6. Okay, that's good. Now what does this do? 62. So it scored a 50. So it means it did not. Okay, so is color scoring? As suspected, color is not scoring. Is number scoring? Yes. Numbers are scoring. Okay, and yeah, I needed to add some kind of transition between these things for sure. Okay, so let me try scoring colors just to see that it is in fact done borked. When did I score 50? There wasn't numbers that were together, were there? Although again, is it not clearing stuff? Okay, so those are not. So the colors don't seem to be matching up. It should just be a hex. I mean, they should be the same hex string, I would assume. So then when you do score string, well, okay, let's not assume. That's what we're trying to figure out here. We're not assuming. And here I am thinking people are going to be excited about the fact that there's a demo happening soon. And the answer is everybody's busy because it's Christmas. It's the holidays. And I haven't streamed in a while, so there was no expectation of me streaming again in a while. Okay, let's do that. So the hex string that you're trying to score is what? You don't want to say? Okay, then we're going to go into this. Ooh, why are you returning nothing for the color? Color is equal to whatever the color manager get current palette random color. Oh, wait. That might actually be basic numbers for the colors. Okay, let me just look at the comparison between the two things. So when you compare the strings, here. So what does the comparison between the two strings look like? I'm assuming the hex code is going to be the same, because the color is the same. So it should be just giving me a, like I said, a string. It's just comparing two strings. See if they're the same. Okay, it does not matter who's who here. Kind of wanted to score colors though, just to see if it does actually do the same hex. Because that's the real question. Should be the same hex. Okay, don't need you. There. Okay. So it does say that that's working. So it did add to that current sequence then, right? Okay, so take me into this. So active sequences. What? So that makes it look like it worked just fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, so those are not equal, so it's not gonna add to the sequence. That's, yeah, so the colors are not coloring. That's good, that's fine. So now you're that, and you're that. That's good, that's fine. Just trying to score the blues together, but that's not gonna happen, really, is it? Okay, maybe we get rid of that. So, because it seemed like it worked. Even if it didn't. Okay, so this should be 50. But then, yeah, plus 100. So 150. So this should be 270 or something. 170. So yeah, it's not scoring the colors. Because I'm overriding the active sequences. No. Continue sequence, go to definition with the string. The current sequence is that. The current sequence is that. So I'm overwriting it. No, the current string sequence is that. No, this. Search for the current string sequence. Okay, so then it is this issue here. Then is active sequences, add the thing. So that's just checking the number sequence, and then it's going through. Yeah, of which it should be adding the active sequence, whether it is whether the active sequence is string related or whether it's number related, it should be adding it to the active sequences no matter what. So then the active sequences. So then when you go to here, what's in the active sequences? Because it should be throwing in pair twice. Is what it should be saying, is that it's scoring a pair and then it's scoring a pair. So like here, it should be scoring a pair and then it should be scoring a pair. Would be my assumption. Ideally. Okay, wait, what? Why did it only score... Why didn't the first number hit this? What? Huh? God damn it! This is just Unity being flippin' wonkety. Okay, so can you tell me the active sequence detector? Active sequences. Can you tell me how many active sequences are in the sequence detector? That's sequences to check. It's the last numbers being 6 and 6. That's fine. Last strings being those 3 colors? Why 3? They weren't all the same color. Sequences to check is checking pair and palindromes. Yeah, okay. Num codes is 1. I don't remember exactly what I put in here to check anyway. Oh, a 6. Yeah, it was a blue 6 and a blue 6. So the string codes are not matching. The num codes. Price. Price? What? What have I even done here? What in the world? Price? Was it supposed to be like a pair? Okay, score manager is adding. Five, two, one? Oh, that's just checking. Okay, so that's the codes that have been added, and then the sequences to check. Okay, okay. I'm getting to. And then string codes. There are no codes of strings. Well, like I said, it should be trying to score pairs of colors. Can you tell me the return active sequences? Active sequences. Why does this not have current number, max sequence length? No. Why do you not have the active sequences? Because it's a private variable? No, you have max sequence length, you've got all, this is all private, and then sequences, active sequences. Is this a local variable? But you're returning active sequences, so when I get to here, this sequence detector? I just want to see what this flippin' thing is. This is why I do these debug messages, because I don't understand how to do anything. Because I haven't learned, and I've proceeded to continue to not learn how to do better. Okay, this is the number of active sequences, of which there should be 2 when you score. So then that. So when you score a blue and a 6, or rather when you score the same color, same number, it should. Okay, yeah. Okay, so these 4s, which are kind of perfect for this. So now we do that, and then where the flippin' heck did you... Oh, I was supposed to just check the debugs. Active sequences is 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. What? I hit 4 buttons? Or 5? How many buttons did I hit? Okay, this is 3 buttons. Active sequences is 1. Meaning it's just not scoring color. So it should be 1 and then a bunch, but then it's really only going to score 1, 2. Just 1 active sequence the whole time. Oh, because it's just looking at pairs. It was just saying, oh, is pair active? And pair is in fact active. Oh, that's what it's... So it's just saying if you score pairs. this is just saying if you scored a pair, is what this is adding. So this wouldn't matter if I said, hey, I'm scoring a pair. Okay. I thought I would be able to add it again so that it says score the pair and then score the pair. So that then it would score the pair twice.
I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you'll find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. You make
Okay, so is it getting this far? I overcomplicated it again. Oopsie daisies. No. I didn't attach it to Unity. Okay, so now you are trying to attach to Unity, and then we do this to attach it to Unity. Oh, did I? No, I just needed to check that the mic was working, not that it was. I guess I could do that to hit the colors. So then it should have hit here to say, okay, so is it hitting this? The sequence list is checking for pairs. If the sequence that's what it's trying to say, is that it's looking for pairs, right? Sequence is equals, and then the current string sequence substring is sequence.length is active. So then active sequences of which has pair pair. Yeah, a pair. That's what I want to score, is a pair. This makes so much sense to the most casual of observer. That last bit of that is a little hard to... Okay, so then this is trying to check palindrome, of which palindrome is not working, and then palindrome is not working. Then active skips over it and says, okay, now is there a palindrome of colors? The answer is no. What in the fluff and heck are you talking about? So then it says no, it's not active either. Then it says, okay, we're done checking. So I have a pair, and I have a pair. What are you fluffing me? For each string in the active sequences of which it has pair. It doesn't give me a count though. So then it scores a pair. It goes through and scores a pair. What? Then adds the number on top of it. Okay. This isn't reflected in Unity just yet, though. Because it's about to be, though, right? So then it gets rid of the button. Plays the sound for the button. Okay, now we're too deep in. We're updating the canvas now at this point. What do you fluffing mean? Okay, so now... You did a pair. You scored a pair. I saw you do it. I want you to score a pair. This is a pair. It's a pair of pairs. It's a twos. It's scoring twos and it's scoring red. So then we do this. What? Why did you score 58 right off the bat? No, what? It's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so now that should be a pair and then nothing. So it should be 6, 56, 58. What was that last one? I regret everything. Okay. Why? Why did you decide that you're gonna start scoring the greens? Okay, so if I just do greens, it's 2, and then it should be 56. Why did you start scoring the greens? So 56. That was 106. Why are you not clearing the things now? Okay, when you do a new ball, just somewhere down here, I think. Open pipes. Score manager.reset. Sequence detector.reset. Last number. Last string is null. And last strings. Why did you not... Excuse me. When I did this, why did you not have that tell me? Why are you trying to fish me? What does it even mean? Trying to hit me with a fish? I don't have a fish command. Do you want a fish command? I don't know what you want with this. Is that a... Well, who has a fish command? What does a fish command do? Is that a... All the other cool streams have fishing? Yeah, but do all the other cool streams have a roller coaster? I think not. How would I add fishing? People do seem to like fishing, though. So... Oh yeah, there is a little bit more roller coaster on the screen there, too. Wait, so is it I'm assuming it's not a stream avatars thing for fish. Is this an Adagon fishing thing? Oh no, that's a slime catching thing. Is that a... No, I guess I could look up a fishing thing. Or... I have not made a fishing game, have I? Wait a second, I don't have anything. Do I have anything fish related? I don't think I have anything. Okay, Adagon slime with both works with both catch and fish. I see. I have never done a fishing game. I've never done a fishing thing. I've never been a huge fishing minigame fan. That would very much track that I've never done a fishing thing. But I have never done a fishing thing. Okay, well, now... No, bring it back! Bring it back, I lied! Did you bring it back? You did. Oh, dadgummit. Okay. So... Now, are you gonna play it? That's not related. This. Bugger off. Okay, so now... Stream fishing. Oh, PG Komai did a thing. Yeah, there was a stream avatars, or not stream avatars, but a stream emote drop. Yeah, that's what it was. I was gonna check this out, maybe. Bounce emotes around your stream. Use emotes in your chat and they will drop from the top of the screen. Yeah, I did want to check this out at some point. Not that I need more stuff on screen. But I could have more stuff on screen. Oh, and I just haven't had my personal computer on enough to try this out. The Windows one. I have a Windows thing, not a Linux thing. Wow, that had to think about that. Okay. Wait, was Steam still downloading like a whole bunch of things? Oh, no, because of the stream running. Oh, but it should restart once I stop streaming. Okay, do I want to mess with this right now? No. But I did want to have it and to hold as for now. Teardown has multiplayer now, and I tried it today. That seems like a big thing to be. Oh, this is how to fish in a stream. Ah. There we go. Well, and that's the thing too. Is this What? That's... Oh, it's not Animal Crossing. It's just got some of the Animal Crossing vibes. Okay, but it is like a plumb bob fishing kind of thing. I don't actually know the different types of fishing beyond, like... Because I know there's also, whatchamacallit. 500? Oh. Steam DB rating. That 100% looks like Atticot's slime catching. Why, yeah, I don't know if it's based on... Like, I don't know if you can, modify this stuff at all. Oh, this is a... Sure looks like a full fancy thing here. But what about, like, fly fishing? At a fishing game, and you don't even just sit there and wait for the line to drop. You just flick the line to make it look like a fly. And then have that going across the screen the entire time. I was entirely imagining more like ice fishing, where the, like, there's just a hole in your stream somewhere where you can pull fish out of it. Okay, I was on a roll, and then Pagorli threw me off. Just completely derailed me with exclamation point fish. Oops, let me make it worse. Oops, oops. Oh no, oops. It was a mistake. I said sorry. So what was I doing? I know, I reset it. was double checking that the reset was working because I did not add this. There we go. That's what it was. Last numbers should be reset now. Also, thank you for the stretch on the hydrate. I do need to hydrate. I had a fairly good drinking water today. But then I also drank like a butt ton of soda. I had no limit on my soda drinking today, and I had way too much soda at work. But it was day 3 of 3 long days of doing a lot of testing. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna drink a bunch of soda. It was not a good idea at all, but I do like this sweet. I do like soda. Okay. Let's just see if this works. So why was it not scoring the thing? And now it suddenly is scoring the thing. But now it's... Okay, so... With the reset, so... goal for next year is to try to get me to try Unreal Engine at least once. See, it's a dangerous goal to have your goal be get somebody else to do something. Especially if it's getting me to do something, because I can't even get me to do something, and I'm the one controlling the whole thing. Okay, so that was correct. Now this should be 50 and then 100. So 150 plus 3, 153. And it is 100, not 50, no, it was 103. Should have been 153 though, right? Okay, this should be 50, but then this should be 100. And then this should be another 50. So this should be 204. Oh, you didn't hit me with a deep breath there, but first warm-up getting me to do something is oh, now you're hitting me with the deep breaths. Yeah, okay. Ready to clock. This is a recipe. But I will not give you the satisfaction. There will be no yawns. Okay, so... Bugger the heck off, you dumb. Okay, so is that the color not scoring? So this should be 52. Okay, that is 52. So now we do this, which should just be 4. Nobody should match up. That is just 4. Now we do this, which should be a 100 plus 8 plus 56. So like 175 or something. Or 64 rather. Okay. But so you're not doing the double scoring. The pair. I wanted the pair to go. Why you no pair? But you are color scoring, and you are... Okay, let's just check color scoring. Okay, yeah, so that's... So then this is 50 something. Okay, so color scoring is working, but... But then if I did this... Okay, 168 plus... Let's actually do the math. I did not make anywhere close to 1 million a month, bitch. And I'm not doing the math. Dang it. Okay, so 250 minus... No, that's not related. So 168 plus 1 plus 101 plus 55. So it should be 325. I think it's going to be scoring less, like 2. Okay, minus 50, because I don't think it's scoring the double-double. So it should be 325. I think it's going to score 275. 325. It did, so it worked. What do you fluffing mean? So it is or is not working, yes or no? Oh, ram it. Okay, so this should be 52. It's 52. So this should be 59 plus 100, so it's 112 or 111? 111, yeah. Okay, so now, let's score these ones. So it should be 102. So it should be 213 plus 4. Unless it's adding the color score on top. It shouldn't be adding that, but I don't know. So like I said, 213 plus 4, so 217. That, okay. Why'd you add the color? Why did that score well? Somebody's not getting a reset. It's getting late, gonna go to sleep. Yeah. I keep thinking it's Friday. I'm like, I did a long day. It's coming up on the way. It's like, no, I'm going to the office tomorrow. Oh, it's so close. It's always gonna be so close, though. I keep thinking, oh, I almost got, it's almost there. It's. But I gotta keep thinking that. Okay, so now why you know clear though? Because you should be resetting. You should be hitting sequence detector reset, and this should be hitting reset on the score manager. Yeah, so that should be resetting everything. Whoa, okay, I lied. The real issue, because it's not, so now that's resetting just fine. But it's when you the active sequences. Yeah, it feels pretty late for me too. Why? I always have to end when it feels like it's so close. Because you're saying false, and then false. Wait. Active sequence. Do you get removed from? You should be removed from, because the active sequence should not be. You never get cleared? Has that been this way the whole? Has that been that way the whole time? Meaning every time you hit a new button, it's just going to score whatever this scoring thing is. Active sequences.add. But then when it's... Okay, these get added to. There's active sequences. Active sequences add. Active sequences add. No, it should be checked for codes. Okay, wait, huh?
I try to keep up.
Okay, score manager. No, not score manager. Sequence detector. The active sequences is being set to check for codes, and then it's checking through sequences to check. Why is it setting it to that? Well, that's a new list of strings, and then it's saying check num code and then check string code to then return valid codes. Dagnabbit. I would say that it should just clear whatever the active codes are after when you check the active codes. But that is kind of what this is doing, though. Because check for codes is starting with an empty string. And then, yeah, check num code, check string code. Okay, last numbers? You got reset though. Let's reset there. I 30 or 13, not asking for much, man. Thought maybe you'd call me. I slid my own door just to see if you'd want me. Okay, why is that valid though? The problem is who's valid and okay, so it's saying that it's still a pair there. Because active sequences is saying that there's still a pair there. But this should be setting it to whatever the codes that it's looking for are, which is just the, okay, so I just want to score pairs. We're going to get rid of the other things. So just pairs. Just to make sure that it's just pairs, because I am adding this confusing bit of trying to score colors strings as a thing. Okay, so now, if I score two things that are wrong, what happens? Okay, so if I do 4 into the 1, should be 5. Okay. So now if I score the 3 into the 3, that should be 56. Plus 5, 61. Plus 5, 66. Okay. So now this is 56. Okay, let's just figure out how much it's scoring. So it's 50, 50, 50. So 150 plus 50 for the 5s. So 200 plus the bonus for the buttons is 9. No, 10 plus 5. So 215 is what this should come out as. And then it's going to come out as more than that. Much to my frustration. No, it's 215. What do you... Now it's working. It's not working. Also, hello. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Kind of. Hi. Okay, so you should be 110. Bugger off. Okay, so you... it sure looked like it didn't work. Okay, so if I score a valid sequence into an... Ooh, okay, let's do this. So I do this into that. So that's 3 into 5, which is 8. Into 1, which is 9. Into... Those things should score together. Okay, so 9 plus 50. Okay, wait, again. So 50 plus... Now we just add all of these things together because of the way they're sequenced. Being 9, 10, 13. And then plus the current score. So that 173 is what I should see at the end. And it's going to come out as... Who is saying that they're the same? Because that came out as 200 and something. That was supposed to be 173. I can't leave this flippin' broken, though, is the other issue, because that was entirely confusing. When I watched somebody play, they were just so confused as to how the scoring worked, because it was broken. Which makes sense. But, like, okay, so... Yeah, no, that was jumping up by 100. Okay, but it's scoring into a wrong thing then, right? So 50... No, this should be 100 and... Because that's an orange sequence there. So 100 into... Or 100 plus whatever this comes out to. 13. 113. I know how to do math. Okay, so 113. And then it didn't. How would you plan on having a demo? An entire other Unity project, or... the whole thing is... This Dig Dug Dig holiday extravaganza is happening. And I will be showing off my game in person. That is how I'm doing the demo. That's kind of why I'm freaking out, because I kind of need this scoring to work so that I can kind of figure out the... Actually, what I could do is stop doing this and go back to what I was doing for scoring to begin with. Just is number sequence, is color sequence, because, well, I don't know, this might actually be gutted at this point. Yeah, because it's current number, that's the last number sequence. It's because I'm so flippin' close, though, is the issue. And I don't know why it's not clearing it now at this point, is what it seems to be doing, but I don't know. But ideally, I want to have a web build, a Windows build, and an Android build, of which I kind of have an Android build working on my phone and on my Kindle. And then, because I want to use the Kindle and a laptop for the in-person demo. As the two, like, in-person things. So. Okay, it's 8:30. I should stop debugging and just go to bed. I know you just arrived, but bugger off. It's so close, but I know I don't want to know of a bug that I'm gonna be showing at the demo and say it's a bug. I know about it and I haven't fixed it. I want new bugs. I want stuff that I don't know about to show up, and not stuff that I do know about that is broken. Okay, 4. Okay, 104 plus 4 is 108. That was 58. I mean, the color sequence didn't work, but then if I do something like this, it should be 112. Wait, fluffin' mean. So the colors are working or aren't working, yes or no? So then it should be 50 plus 50 plus 8 plus another 6. So 108 plus 6. 113. And then it was 164, so... it's about 2:30 around here, so it would help me go to bed, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, it's... I don't want to leave it broken. I do have Friday, though. I do have a lot of time on Friday because I worked extra the past couple of days. And that'll roll into... well, and I won't be commuting. I will not be commuting on Friday, and I have extra hours. So I might be starting at, like, 1 when I usually start at, like, 6. So... that's going to be at least another 4 hours, which is huge. That's another, like, 2 days, essentially. Since I get about 2, maybe 3 hours of dev done. I think I do need to work on the tutorial tomorrow, though. And then I do need to work on builds as well. Which sucks. I mean, not that those... it's the amount of time I have left is what sucks. That's the issue there. Do I want to try to do an Android build? The scoring isn't working. That's the issue. Well, it's working slightly better in that it's actually giving me bonuses for things and stuff. Yeah, okay. So let's do the bad idea of doing a build, because I would like to throw it on my phone so that I can... because that would be... highly unlikely, but I might be able to just get distracted and play with the game on my phone at work and figure out what is wrong. But at least I can kind of... so if somebody asks about it, I can show it and say there's a bug. Like I said, I just don't want to show somebody that they're, like... actively is a bug that I'm working through. I'd rather show them a game that's working and then say, oh, that's a new bug. But I can't really say that's a new bug every single time I look at it and play it. Okay. This is looking like nobody's here, despite the fact that I just got messages, so... I guess I will not go raid somebody. This should bump up to 2, though, right? Once I am watching myself. My little puppy. Gonna do a raid somebody? Yes, that's the weird thing. It's like, okay, so now I am watching myself, but is more people watching me? Yeah, because this is gonna take 10 minutes. That's kind of why I was like looking at doing something else. I could trash my stream by downloading everything. Oh, okay, so it is starting the download on all of these, right? Yeah, okay, because I figured a lot of them are going to be small. So yeah, so there's 2 people here, based on the chat messages, and me. Oh, unless the... no. It tends to go up when I join my own stream to watch it. And then if I just do a whole bunch of tabs, I think it goes off IP address or something. I don't know. No, but then it would say no, I guess it's just because I pulled up the page, you know. I don't know. I don't know how it works as to determine who all is there, although I like to raid when I have 3 people, so, which I guess based on the messages I have 3 people, but that's if people are going to stick around for 10 minutes while this Android build works, so. Oh yeah, so something about Twitch not really showing people that don't send messages. Yeah, there was some issue with lurkers, where it was like, hey lurkers, send a message, and then then the number shoots up a ton, so. I don't know if that's true and how it works, but it might be that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, it's really, the number here always feels completely out of sync and out of whack with what I feel on my end. Which is why I don't look at the number either. I just look at the messages, because that's... So yeah, it's so funny to look at the back end, like, oh, that felt like a pretty good stream. There was somebody talking most of the time, and that's... And then I go look at the analytics, and it says, like, oh, there was 1 person, because there was a constant switch out of people. But on my end, it felt like a busy stream. But then there's something like I play Peak, and there's nobody talking in my stream, and it's just me playing with friends and on Discord, and then I look at the analytics, and it was like 8 people or something. Yeah, okay, so now I just need to figure out a way to kill 10 minutes, of which I can't mess with Unity. And I can't really play with the build on my phone. And it's like, okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to press forward with this broken scoring system, because at least this broken scoring system is generous in that it gives more points rather than less. Yeah, and then I need to work on the tutorial. Which it'll take me a little while to redo the tutorial. Yeah, and I have a working example in a different project, but that will take a little while to pull over, so. The tiny amount of time I went live, I'm assuming. I had a lot of confusion with Twitch's viewer count. Yeah. And that's, well, because it was the thing too, is like I would see, oh, the number went up. I'm gonna increase my energy because somebody's here. And then it was like, oh, the number went down. Okay, I guess they're not here anymore. But, like I said, based on messages, and then I would get a message and be like, oh, somebody is here. And it was like, okay, yeah, no, just get rid of the live viewer count. It is completely disconnected from what Twitch is doing. And it's disconnected from what you feel, too, because it's like, oh, it says I have 20 viewers, but if nobody is chatting or saying anything, it doesn't feel like there's 20 people watching you. But if you have like 2 or 3 people having a conversation in the chat, it's like, oh, it's real busy. I have lots of things to react to. Yeah, that's... The only reason I would want increased numbers on my stream is just to have increased chatters. Just to have increased number of things I can bounce off of is really what it is. I wouldn't really care what the number of viewers is. It's the number of chatters is what I would want to increase. But that's also like, I'm not going to ask lurkers to talk more as well. I'm not going to put that on somebody either. It's just like if you want to talk more, you can, but I'm not going to ask for that specifically. Do I don't want to mess with this right now either. I do have it downloaded, but yeah, messages are cool to have when being live. I had a friend watching me, and I think he was alone, and I told him to send some messages in chat instead of asking me on Discord to, because the live felt empty. Yeah. I haven't actually asked. Like, I didn't. Well, that's the thing too. It's like, it's because I would spam in any like other Discord with my, oh, I'm live with And it's also live with game development that I don't know if that's interesting for a lot of people. So
Just give me a hand.
I could play some Replicat for 5 minutes. Nah, I shouldn't. Yeah, this shows how many things that yeah, I want to play Angelina. I want to play Toraban. I'd love to play some more Dominova. I got more Replicat. I want to at least beat Replicat. Yeah, I'm excited about the new game from Jonathan Blow, and I've never played Braid, but I have played The Witness. Yeah, this looks like a super cool auto battler thing here. So, and I still want to flip and finish Borderlands 4. Wow, 50 hours. That does seem like a lot of hours, and it also feels like because I still haven't finished the main game. So, I think he was here for the support and not the C#. You're saying your friend was there for the support and not the game development? There actually are a couple of people that do show up that are here for the support rather than the game development, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know if me getting into the like, why in the heck is this broken, is interesting for anybody that doesn't know programming, but I like to think that it's educational. Yes, mostly I think because he's not really into that, so I was kind of, oh, it was kind of him. Yeah, okay. He's not really into that, so it was kind of him to show up and leave messages when not all that interested in it. Well, and some of it is you can just, like, derail the conversation, too. You just come into chat and type ! fish, and then I get confused and say, wait, do I need to have a fishing minigame for my stream? Everybody's gonna have a fishing minigame. I do find it funny when it's because I'm not specifically calling out people when there's interesting messages and they're lurking, but I do like to non-specifically call out lurkers. Is that worse? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, it's just solid 10 minutes, right? It'll be done at 10 minutes. And then I can go to bed and wake up and go to work tomorrow. Although going to work should be kind of fun, because there is going to be a White Elephant gift exchange, and that's kind of fun to me just because I got a gift that I think is awesome, because because I absolutely love this thing. No, okay. Let's do one deck Cartesian cards then. Okay, so this is not nearly as big as it should be. But this is a deck of cards that is a bunch of games in one, and a bunch of classic games. I was gonna say, they had, it's taking me directly to shop as opposed to, I thought they had some cooler pictures. I guess it's him making the thing. They have a nice picture though, but yeah, you can play dominoes with it, you can play chess with it, you can play checkers with it, you can play cards with it. And the newer version has poker chips too. Although you kind of need 2 sets, of which I definitely got. I got 2 sets because I think these are awesome. But that's also what I went and bought these online just so that I could have so I could have a set to give away, so that somebody could see these and say, hey, that's cool. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, because you can also do dice as well. There is... I don't know if it shows all of them. But there is some of the cards that allow you to use them as a set of dice. Because then you can play backgammon as well. Oh, it doesn't really say. But yeah, these jokers show you can do chess, checkers, backgammon, and dominoes. But basically, I think these cards are like the coolest thing in the world. And to get... To try to evangelize more people to buy them. Okay. Unity, you suck. Really hoping it would just be 10 minutes of time that I had to fill. Now, if I boot up... Wait. Let's just do it. Let's boot up Replicat, and then watch Unity finish. Oh, I had a game in progress. Oh, I very much had a game in progress. I don't remember what I was doing. That is a very big thing for a game about memory. Interesting. Oh, was that a 25? Also, did Unity finish? Okay, we're not scoring the 25s. I think I can do better than that. Hey, I was hoping it would just be over the line there with the ×3 on the end. Okay, but now... No, Unity didn't finish? I was thinking that, Oh, I saw Elite, though. 1337. I at least tuned in for that. The heck was my deck? A little bit of blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of malts. I burned a lot of stuff. Stay cards. I don't think I have a lot for stay cards. Also, Replicat's got some good music. We can rock that instead of this, though. Okay, dadgummit. Is it because I had to do an older build for my older Kindle? No, it was because my phone was also having issues, too. And my phone is new. $5 per turns left. I don't remember to pay attention to that. Oh, this is the stay cards. There was a curio. Oh yeah, I was doing low curios. This one works only if you have no more than 3 curios. I definitely need that. That was the whole point, is so that I could use that card. It seems quiet. It is quiet. Too quiet. I was gonna say, it's 2 purples. Well, it's a scaling purple, though, right? Oh, shoot. You're a 50, aren't you? Game audio is a bit low, yeah. You? And then... It's all broken on the floor. There it is. No! Because the one starts flipped. I hate you. So you and you. You have a malt on you. That was dumb. That's not you. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. I knew that was there. Jeez. Absolutely awful. It is still low, isn't it? Well, I cranked it, though. It is so low on my end, too. Okay, Unity? Unity, you did a thing. Wait. So, I lied about Replicat. Okay, that was just, I wanted to kill Okay, now we know if you're gonna go wait for an Android build, just boot up 15 minutes of Replicat because it's going to be 15 flippin' minutes. I thought it was just gonna be 10. No, it's gonna be 15 flippin' minutes. Okay, wait, don't you usually pop up with the builds? The 17th of December. Oh god, it's another year over. Oh no, I'm 34 years old. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention that I had my birthday yesterday. Where I did nothing, because I had to go to work. Which sucked, but I did watch Knives Out. I watched the new Wake Up Dead Man, which I thought was pretty fun. I do like the Knives Out movies. And did you? Thank you, thank you. I'm just bummed I didn't get to do my all-day birthday stream. And that the only other time, especially because this weekend is going to be the demo, that I'm like, basically the next time I have a chance to do... You're not even transferred into file transfer mode, are you? But the next time I have for doing, like, all-day stream would be Christmas, and I'm like, I don't know if anybody would be interested in me gaming all Christmas, but I guess I could try. The fluff and heck. Why do you not say put it in file transfer mode? Like, you don't seem to be seeing my phone here. Is this new phone immediately having issues with the USB? Because I will be very miffed. It was having a hard time charging, and I thought that was just because... It's because I don't even use the USB to charge the phone. I use the touch to charge the phone, so... Finally escaped 3 minutes of ads. Yeah, I was just kind of letting it run because I was trying to figure out how to transfer files again. I never remember how to get it to file transfer mode. Because on my Kindle, it pops up with the, like, oh, you just plugged in a USB. Here, we can switch it to file transfer mode. But the new phone is on a new Android, I guess. Yeah, because my Kindle's just heckin' old. Where the fluffin' heck was the transfer files? I just did... Oh, I didn't. That's what I did. I did this via Google Drive because it was being stupid like this. Yeah, okay, I forgot. My Kindle lets me do the transfer. But this was just... Okay, we go to Drive. And dump the file that way. Yeah, okay. Game. The game. Then the folder for the day. Yeah, okay. That's why I'm doing this again, is because I wanted to remember how in the heck I was... okay, I'm trying to remember how to do an Android build. So it's 15 minutes for an Android build, and it's transferred via Google Drive because estupido. Okay, now, I literally all I wanted was just to have it on my phone, so that if I get a little distracted at work, which is going to be very guaranteed because we just finished a bunch of stuff and all that. Now, wait, I have my stream up. Does it say that I got a follow? But it also says that they got blocked for spam. I don't even see what the spam is, but I will not say thank you for the follow because it appears to be a bot. And they're already banned. They got banned and then they followed. Okay, so one item will be downloaded. It has been downloaded. It has been it has been downloaded. Allow me to view the file, please. Okay, files. Downloads. Okay, it's... oh boy. Many times over. Update the app. Installing the app. Install without scanning. Yes, I did not... I'm not adding a virus to my own phone. It's just an app that nobody is playing or wants to play, or... I did not add the automatically start in... oh shoot, what is that setting? That's a setting in Android in here that is... should be Android, right? I don't know where else that would be to say run in landscape. That's texture compression. That's not something I need to worry about. That was a setting that they used to have. Was run in landscape mode. Run in landscape mode? Okay, so now if we try to score that, yes. Yay, okay, it's running and it's scoring, kind of. Or it's over-scoring right now, but I will debug that later. Like 2 laters. Okay, so... okay, cool. So, now I can just go to bed because there is nobody here. Speak now or forever hold your peace, I guess. Well, I mean, it's everybody that should be in bed anyway, so... which is also like a rated to somebody with people that are leaving anyway. Oh, I actually have this updated to be blue sky? Wow, look at me. From what I've seen of your game, would I advise you to make it Android compatible? I could think it's a good idea, but kind of not wanting to do it all. Yeah, and part of the reason I'm doing mine as Android is because not only is it's because it's fairly I don't remember what your game was, unfortunately. I'm also not following the thing. Echoes Runner. With a new trailer. At least visually, this looks like it could entirely be a... oh, it's, yeah. The Company of Myself. Or, yeah, I know there's a few different versions of this same kind of Echoes thing, but... I can see this being a pain to transport to mobile. I also think this could entirely work as a mobile game. So, I guess it's kind of up to you. Yeah, the couple reasons I do mobile is because I make games that look very mobile-esque, and secondarily, I... like, well, yeah, that they can play very mobile-esque, too. I don't think it needs a mobile port. Yeah, I think because it's visually simple and because it's like a platformer and stuff, I think... oh, there's a wish list. Which I guess you already did the trailer in on YouTube and... okay, Oh, this is somebody doing music, which may or may not be related. Oh, inputs are mainly click instead of keyboard related. Like, it looks like one of those things, like, and it feels like it would be a fairly good candidate for a mobile port, but I also think it might be kind of a pain to transport it to mobile. I think it'd be a fun, or I think it would be a good learning experience to transport it to mobile. That's the friend you talked about. Okay. He made the music for the main menu. Okay. Well, and with that game was not like available anywhere, right? Well, I guess the trailer. Did the trailer say if it was available anywhere yet? Oh, wishlist on Steam now. I lied. But no linky? You has no linky for the Steam. Like, and no link here. Have I wishlisted on Steam? I would assume I have. Okay, I did this at the beginning of the stream, but I guess we're looping around back to it. I think I have. I have put it on my wish list. Yeah, okay. YouTube doesn't let you? It'll let you do a link. I mean, you have your Twitch link here. I think like I don't know if I have multiple links on my YouTube, but I definitely have links on my like descriptions for stuff. Oh yeah, I have 5 different links here because I think they're all social channels and stuff. But like if I go here, I can go to the links here. So yeah, it even has a bunch of social links, or at least it even shows it as these different things here. So you should be able to link a Steam game. That's what I do on all of the like, especially because like Retromation does a good job of like. I feel kind of bad because I click on the video and I look, I watch like 2 minutes of it and go, and then I just click on the link instead of actually watching the video. I'm like, oh, okay, let's click on the Steam link. So you should be able to link it, okay? You're gonna follow me, but didn't check if I had a YouTube. I have too many links and I've done too many things at this point, but yeah, and I don't know exactly. Like the thing I want to focus on is streaming. The way you get more people to your stream is YouTube, but the things that I've tried to do for YouTube are like they kind of work, but they don't feel sustainable enough for me. Is the problem? Like I tried doing these as like some PowerPoint things that kind of worked, but also like I didn't have fun putting together the PowerPoint. And then these where I did like, okay, write out a script and read it and make a whole video wasn't too bad, but it was the recording of the script also kind of sucked. And I'm realizing now that is the part that sucks. Because I did that here too, where it's like, okay, the recording of me talking over the PowerPoint also sucks. So it's just gonna suck no matter what. So now I'm like, okay, how do I find the time to do scripts? But yeah, and then I have like 2 articles I put on Substack over like 2-3 years that I'm like, I should throw some more stuff in. Because I like writing, and at least I like writing out my journal and stuff, and I haven't done that in forever, and I was planning on doing more like, because I like it, I want to, like, I have that whole list of like YouTube experiments I was going to do. This one that I have like a whole list of. Would I consider streaming on YouTube? I've definitely thought about it. My issue being, I think they say like the experience on YouTube and Twitch has to be, there must be parity between the two things. And because of the interactive stuff I have on Twitch, I don't think that counts. I think you're not really supposed to do that because the people on YouTube can't can't join in, can't interact with it. I really should. I should try it. Because I know like Indie Game Clinic does multi-stream, and then because it's a YouTube channel, there's like 100 or like there's a good 30 people watching on the YouTube, and then there's like 2 or 3 watching on Twitch. And I know like Newt Mechanic has like a couple people on Twitch and then a couple people on YouTube. So I've thought about it. I think I have the like oh, I thought I saved off the thing that does the merged chat. But I guess not. I could put that down as a New Year's resolution. Do a combined stream. But yeah, I had a lot of interesting ideas for stuff to do that I think would make for interesting streams and interesting YouTube videos, but it was also like not making a game. And then I just happened to have an idea for a game that I'm like, oh, I'm too excited about this. And then I've pursued it for a good 6 months now. So, okay, I need to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. It's past 9 o'clock. So, and yeah, there ain't nobody here. So, I'm gonna go pass out. So, not me wanting to re-upload, but I mean, do you have a lot of people who have watched the video? Because you could also re-upload it, and like I don't know that anybody would notice. So, Zully the Witch is doing a voice reveal. Interesting. I haven't been on YouTube in forever because I've been busy with actually doing work recently too, which sucks, but oh, TikTok got 600 plus views. I think that's pretty normal for TikTok. I think it's about like, well, no, it varies. Yeah, okay, I guess 100 views, but there's a couple that get like, yeah, exactly like 1,000 views inexplicably. So, wanted to look at the video of Zully the Witch. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a 2-minute video. I'm like that. I can probably do that right after the stream here. But yeah, I've had a couple of videos, just like random videos that hit the like couple hundred views. And then I have that one video that was just right at the gnomes and knights thing. That what? Why is this unpopular? This has 700 views. But the 900 versus 7,000. I forget what tag I did for this. Man, if I went and made like... Okay, no, this again, I'm just having too much fun streaming and just... Exactly, thank you for the reminder that I need to be going to bed and I need to stop doing the things. Okay, I will be back tomorrow, same time. And then Friday, I will be back early. I will be doing a lot of streaming on Friday. So, I created the account especially for the trailer and posted it in 4 days later. I got these views from, like, nowhere. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know that I've had the delayed video pop off. Like, every time I've had a video pop up, it has not been a delayed thing. Yeah, and I don't know, because I know, like, shorts, I don't think these get, like, views after the fact. Like, I think these all scooped up their views immediately and then not after the fact. Oh, yeah, Pirate Software. Okay, I'm not looking at analytics on my stuff anymore. Okay, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Good luck. Bye.